Scientists investigate that which already is. Engineers create that which has never been. The Atoka Alumni Association's 2012 Hall of Fame inductee, Dr. Hudy C. Hewitt, Jr. In 1937, Fanny Trent Hewitt and Hudy C. Hewitt, Sr. became the proud parents of their first son. Although he was born in Meade, Hudy lived most of his young life in Atoka. He and his brother Jimmy attended Mamie Johnson Elementary School, Atoka Junior High, and of course, Atoka High School. During his high school years, Hudy was a star athlete. Baseball, basketball, football. He was even the lead scorer for the basketball team during both his junior and senior years. However, his activities were not contained to the court or to the field. He was also on the National Honor Roll and was president of the student body his senior year. He graduated as salutatorian of the class of '55. The Baltimore Orioles baseball team scouted him during his junior year and wanted him to try out for their farm team after he graduated. But Hudy had different plans. He wanted to be a mechanical engineer. Upon graduation from Atoka, Hewitt attended the University of Oklahoma and in 1960 received his Bachelor of Science Mechanical Engineering with honors. But while he was at the University of Oklahoma, he tried out for the baseball team and won a scholarship and played baseball for the University of Oklahoma. While at OU, he lived with the university president, Dr. George Lynn Cross, for 3 years. Hudy became like a member of the family and kept a lifelong association with the Crosses. In 1961, Hewitt obtained his Master of Science Mechanical Engineering from Ohio State University. He had enlisted in the Navy ROTC to help pay for his education, and after receiving his master's, he served 2 active years in the Navy. He taught mathematics at the Naval Postgraduate School and worked as a cryptographer for the Navy in Monterey, California during that time. He received his PhD in mechanical engineering from Oklahoma State University in 1966. In 1963, Hudy married the love of his life and his soulmate, Mary Alice Walden, and they began a family of their own. He joined the mechanical engineering faculty at Tennessee Technological University in Cooksville, Tennessee in 1966 and progressed through the ranks, becoming full professor in 1973. He became chairman of the department in 1980 and served until 1989. He left Tennessee Tech in 1990 to become chairman of mechanical engineering at the University of New Orleans, where he remained until his death in 1996. In 1977 at Tennessee Tech, Hewitt started an ongoing student effort in the Society of Automotive Engineers Mini Baja competition. He felt it important that his department and his students compete at the national level with engineering students from other universities. He felt it raised the esteem of his students and provided exposure and recognition for their school. Tennessee Tech placed no lower than 4th every year since the competition began. He also instigated the program at the University of New Orleans. Dr. Hewitt was a member of many honor societies and even served as national president for 3 years of Pi Tau Sigma, the National Honorary Society for Mechanical Engineers. He was recognized for his service to the American Society of Mechanical Engineers by being named an ASME Fellow, a national honor given to those who have contributed to their field of mechanical engineering. He served as a consultant, editor, and technical reviewer for over 50 publications, including a textbook on mechanical measurements. Dr. Hewitt's work is still being remembered today. 2 engineering scholarship foundations have been established in his name, one at the University of New Orleans and one at Tennessee Technological University. Dr. Hewitt had the privilege of seeing history being made in China when he was selected to be a part of the Eisenhower Educational Exchange. His role was to be an ambassador for education and to teach classes at universities in the city of Beijing. The Chinese were very welcoming to the American professors, and Hudy always felt that he was the one to really receive the benefit of the exchange. However, the Chinese government cracked down on the tense situation, and truckloads of troops came into Beijing, escorting all foreigners in armed trucks to the airport, where they took a plane to Shanghai. And all of this happened one day before the famous tank confrontation in Tiananmen Square. Although Hudy moved away from Atoka, he was still a part of the community. In 1959, while a student at OU, he was asked to deliver the commencement address for Atoka Junior High. He also gave the commencement address at the Atoka High School graduation while he was a professor at Tennessee Tech. And when the new lake was built north of Atoka, Hudy once again was chosen to give a dedication speech. Dr. Hewitt was an avid sports fan and fierce competitor. He loved to play handball and racquetball, and over the years he won many campus-wide tournaments. His students said that Dr. Hewitt was the man to beat. He won the UNO campus racquetball tournament 2 weeks before his death, beating out faculty and students. He could tell you the name of baseball players and whom they played for, and most any statistic you asked for about baseball. His favorite baseball team was, of course, the Brooklyn Dodgers and then the Los Angeles Dodgers. He never missed seeing OU play football on TV, and the Friday after Thanksgiving, well, that was always reserved for the Oklahoma-Nebraska game. He loved to fish. He fished with many of his high school friends and with his family, and he once said that he had asked about everyone in Atoka and Cole counties who had a pond if he could fish in it. And he even could still tell you if he'd caught any fish in those ponds. He was a Sunday school teacher for many years in the young married adults, ran the voting place for his precinct, and mentored many international students. Hudy was respected and recognized as a professional and friends by colleagues all across the United States. He raised 3 lovely girls and was able to put each of them through college. In a society and environment where there is often a surprising lack of integrity, Hudy brought an abundance of it in all that he did. He never told you one thing and told someone else something different. He never played games with you, and he never gave you a reason to mistrust him. He had a quiet sense of humor and a quick wit well known to his family and friends. He was a lifelong member of the Southern Baptist faith. Hudy's actions in every facet of his life were guided by a profound belief in God and in Jesus Christ. His sense of fairness, charity, and kindness came from his steadfast Christian faith. At his death in 1996, he was remembered for his compassion for everyone, no matter his or her station in life. Atoka was always home to Dr. Hewitt. He came back every year to see his mother and to visit his hometown. He was proud of the foundation for the life he received at Atoka High School. He even still had his letter sweater and was proud to be called an Atoka Wampus cat. Atoka Alumni Association's 2012 Wampus Cat Hall of Fame, Dr. Hudy C. Hewitt, Jr.